Nacho.
A ver. ASMR.
Let me see.
Oh my God.
Ooh, he a slurper.
I knew you were going to say something.
Hechos Alive podcast, baby. Most authentic, most organic podcast.
Yeah.
That's right. We back.
Un aplauso.
Un aplauso a todos los que no creen en nosotros, pero todavía aquí estamos.
Un aplauso a toda la gente que dice que no le interesan nuestras vidas, pero ahí andan mirando todo.
Mira.
Ah, cabrón.
Andan en
Check the
todo.
stories. We check the stories.
Checking
We
everything.
check who sees them. We check who sees them.
Some days we don't have time, but today we have time.
Oh, we got a lot.
Oh,
Today
we
we
have
have
time.
We all have insomnia, so we don't sleep. We're going to check this out.
Bro, I haven't been able to sleep. It's
I
crazy.
think that's a requirement for podcasting. Is like you don't sleep.
You can't sleep.
And it's like, I'm just there. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just like, He knows it too. I was like, oh, Jose's like,
No,
Yeah.
because we're over here looking at new quotes. It's like, all right, well, next week I'm
Your
gonna say this
brain
quote.
never stops.
It doesn't.
You know what?
Never.
We
That
know
sounds
we're still up and we're still getting memes at 1 in the morning, 1:30.
Who does that?
or they just look at it. I mean, react. We know you looked at it.
You
It's
know
like
what?
it's like I sent you this like a month ago, and you're like sending it back to me.
Nah, you know what? My favorite is like a screenshot at 1 in the morning, and I'm like, ooh.
What's happening?
Yeah, sometimes I am. Sometimes I am.
Jack up at 1 in the morning?
That's cap.
Beauty sleep.
You're,
It's beauty sleep.
You're sleeping by like 10.
¿Y qué tiene?
Nada.
¿Y qué tiene?
Nah, I'm
Sometimes
just
I wake
hating.
up in the middle of the night.
Oh,
Dead
shit.
ass.
Y te tragas un galón de agua.
I think I know why you're up at 1 in the morning.
Why?
You're texting your mans at 1 in the morning.
Damn.
My man's on his lunch break at 1 in the morning. I just want to make sure he's good.
She sets an alarm.
Wait.
That's
We-
why these two
I'm not
are
that
too.
toxic.
For all our day one fans, if you heard the ending of last episode, we said, Jack, you were going to reveal who you're dating on this podcast. Look, we don't want to start any drama. We don't want to. I get it. This might break up the team. I get it. But we need to figure this out right now.
Do we need to?
You know what? We need to give it to them.
You know what? I feel like we just finish the episode and then reveal it at the end.
Well, I think it's more than obvious. I think it's more than obvious already. And maybe we should let them be the judge. But I think if you've really paid attention to this entire dynamic that we have here, then it shouldn't be
Yeah.
Shouldn't
a
be
It's gotta be
question. It
mysterious.
shouldn't even be a
All right,
question
wait.
of
So
who.
what if we do this for them? What if we go through the episode, at the end of this episode, or while you're listening to this, drop a comment on YouTube.
What do you think?
Who is Jack dating? And on the following episode, we'll reveal it. If you were right, you guys were right or not.
Just you got to give us your thoughts. You got to give us your
give us
thoughts.
the
And
thoughts.
what are you picking up from what we're throwing down?
It's the one you least suspect.
Oh.
It's always the quiet one.
Hey,
It's always the quiet one.
it's a plot twist. He's gonna be coming through the door right now. He's like, I'm here for my girl.
Special appearance. Bye.
Es que yo la
Que
quiero.
entre y que me diga, véngase para acá.
¿Cómo vas a? Vengas
even
para
go
acá,
too.
mija.
Y te vas, ¿verdad? Te
Y me
vas.
voy con ustedes.
It was a good run.
Ay, no, que me digan así, que me digan, véngase para acá.
Con-
Y que no me pregunten.
¿Cómo es ese video de el guy de, creo que es de Jalisco? Dice, ¿de dónde es usted? De Jalisco, mija. Ay, me dijo mija.
Me dijo mija. Oh, that's true.
All right, Jack, what is better? Talking to you, flirting with you in Spanish or in English?
In Spanish. I love in Spanish. I think it's just, there's more spice, there's more like, and there's nothing like Mexican humor. Like if you know, you know. Like
¿Qué te han dicho?
flirting, huh?
¿Qué te han dicho?
Muchas cosas.
Give some examples.
Give us
Muchas
examples.
cosas. I know, pues what
I'm over here taking notes.
Say you're hitting on Pepe right now. Pepe's the girl. You're the man. Hit on him.
I just think that there's something so like, okay, Pepe, I can't, because then I'd be giving up too much
No.
information.
We
I
need
wanna
to.
know.
We need to.
Ah, qué caray.
We need to.
No, I
huele, mija.
love.
interested. That one friend, like, he's not.
Damn. No, Pepe, what would you say to me if you were
I
trying
don't
to
flirt in
flirt with
Spanish,
me?
the fuck?
You don't flirt in Spanish?
I don't flirt in Spanish.
Do you? What do you prefer?
I'm gonna try to guide.
A ver.
I don't date.
Que me digan, chiquita, que ahora sales por el pan.
Fine, you knowing your ass, you're like,
buenos días.
como carbohidratos.
Buenos días, hermosa. Mira qué chulos ojos tienes tú.
Mira, buenos días,
Mira.
And the
chiquita.
fucking
Me
the
quedas-
voice always changes.
Buenos
huh?
días,
Oh,
mi
yeah, it has to
¿Qué huele,
amor.
mija? ¿Qué huele, mija?
It goes from having like a high pitched voice to like, ¿qué huele, mija? ¿Cómo andas?
Hell yeah.
Hey, vamos a dar una paseo.
No, my Spanish is like hi. It's not deep.
¿Quieres dar una?
It's like, hola.
¿Quieres dar una vuelta a la plaza? Mira, ahorita te recojo, nos vamos, echamos unas papitas, unas sabritas. Y si quieres, a bailar en la noche.
Bendito sea.
Ah, cabrón.
Bendito sea que me
Y
digan
luego,
así.
y luego que digan, tengo novio. Pues chinga tu madre también.
Dile que venga también.
Diga que se venga.
Los invito a los dos, mija. ¿Qué quieres?
Cabrón, acá hay dinero para todos.
Look,
Sí.
porque
Que tire varo.
Porque ya dijiste eso. Hay una pregunta, and I'm not gonna lie. There's a question, I'm not gonna lie.
Ay, que
Word-
vengan.
Listen, this girl said, I had a threesome with my man and my best friend. Fast forward, I lost my best friend and I lost my man.
That wasn't your best friend. That wasn't your man either. What the hell?
You alley-ooped. You said, here you go.
She's.
Mejor no
I
digo nada,
mean,
me cae
how
el
can you
hocico.
even be mad? It's like you set yourself up.
Everyone had a consent, unless that's a different topic if you guys didn't. But like everyone had to be okay with it.
But wait, did the man and the best friend go off and be together?
That's what
Damn,
it's that's what it's
that's what I was
like.
thinking too. I'm like, damn, what's the real tea?
Te dejaron a ti plantada, mija.
It's because, look, from the guy, he's having best of both worlds, obviously. And at that point, he's like, what am I going to stay with? The one that I like performing with or the one that, it has some
That's
miles
so
on it?
crazy.
See, but
de
it
que
says
yo-
best friend. Was it a guy best friend or a female best friend?
Ah, ¿verdad?
Oh,
That's like a crazy plot twist. You never know. You never know.
That's crazy.
girl best
That's
friend.
the
Girl best
plot
friend.
twist. That's the plot twist of all plot twists. Just saying.
I mean, no,
Fucking
that would be
crazy.
so.
That'd be
No,
messed up.
No.
as a guy, I don't think ever, if that's your girl, that's the love of your life, you're never allowing another guy to come in and,
No.
take her on a ride.
Bros
And you're
before
just
hoes.
watching.
Imagine watching your girl that you cannot watch it no more.
Who's bad too?
Well, I gotta know, is our person mad that both of them left? Because like that's kind of a really interesting setup, and then to be mad that
crazy.
they left, like that's crazy.
All right, so I think the biggest topic here is if you've been in a relationship for, say, 3+ years, how do you keep the relationship with the spark?
I feel like humor comes apart. Like you're gonna be with that girl for so long, but you have to keep dating them. Like when you're dating, it's always gonna be a honeymoon phase. So you always gonna have date nights. You're always gonna like pretend like you're still dating that person. Like you already know you bagged somebody, so it's like just don't get comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's also trying like new things and evolving together because you're going to be with somebody for X amount of time. Hopefully you two evolve into, different people during different phases and just keep it exciting. Like always, try new things, go places. Like don't ever get too comfortable in the same spot for too long.
Yeah.
And whatever that looks like in your phase that you are, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, whatever, try new things together in whatever era you're in.
I think the small details will definitely always count. Opening the door for them, buying them random flowers, not just on anniversaries or holidays or Valentine's. But it's like if you guys are both busy, if you guys already have kids, whatever the case is just finding the time or making the time to sit down with them and enjoy them, whether it's dinner, whether it's a movie night or a night out with your partner. But Jose said, don't stop dating them. Like I know at one point everybody gets a little lost and caught up with what life is and figuring themselves out, but don't try to fight life on your own because then you're going to end up losing your partner because you're figuring out life on your own, your partner's figuring out life on their own, and now both of you are just working separately to a point where like, oh, I don't know you. You don't know me anymore. How do we get back? And it's like,
Yeah, because I feel like dating, like obviously you gotta put your best foot forward. So I feel like once you get too comfortable, like you're not getting dressed up, you're not complimenting each other, you're not doing this and that. Like I feel like you just gotta, me personally, I feel like you gotta look good, you gotta dress good, smell good, keep up for yourself, make things interesting, and how you just date.
yeah,
Don't be boring.
yeah.
Don't be vanilla.
That again, you guys need to follow us. You guys need to follow us on IG because that's where we keep everybody updated with our day-to-day, especially these not gonna lie confessions.
These are good.
Check this one out.
A ver.
Would you give a second chance to someone when they kiss someone else during the talking stage?
Wait. Say okay.
Would you give someone a second chance if they kiss somebody else during your guys' talking stage?
Was it official? Because if not, it's just a talking stage. I feel like when you're in a talking stage, you're pretty open to date other people. Was it exclusive? Was it I'm only dating you?
Talking
I feel like
Talking stage is like you're dating them,
Yeah.
right?
talk to a couple
Okay,
people at the
but-
same time. I mean, we can have multiple conversations.
But that's kind of like you knowing that's not your person because you know they're talking to other people.
But it's the talking stage until it's official.
It's nothing
You
serious.
cannot. I'm with Pepe. You
Wait,
cannot be
so then why
mad.
date them if you know they're gonna be dating somebody
You're
else?
talking to multiple
Well, you're
people to see
talking-
who you enjoy talking to more.
But
Once you-
so you enjoy the idea of them talking to other people other than
No,
yourself.
but if you eventually, because getting into, listen to me,
Listen,
okay?
guys.
Listen, Linda.
Listen.
What I'm saying is, people, I think talking stages, people forget that you need time in the talking stages. Talking stages don't necessarily last like a week or two sometimes. Personally, I think you need more than that to get
But
to
did
know
you
somebody.
Did you already go on a date?
It doesn't matter.
No,
it's
it
still
does.
a talking
It doesn't.
stage.
It does.
It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't.
It
If
doesn't.
you're on your
It does-
okay,
what-
minimum. If you're on your second to third date already, you're talking to this person.
and it's not official, it doesn't matter.
You enjoy talking to the person, but it doesn't mean I don't enjoy talking to somebody else.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna enjoy if I'm talking to someone. I'm not gonna enjoy the idea of them talking to other people.
Well,
Y,
then I
y
have to
puede
make
ser
it
que no te
official
guste.
then.
Puede ser que no te
Okay,
guste.
how long until you ask them to be your girlfriend or boyfriend?
Well,
That's what I want to say. So
just
a
depends.
talking stage is either gonna be from, I feel like 3 months all the way up to 5 to 6 months.
Yeah.
That's when you can make it official. So you're dating that person. It's 3 to 4 months in. Are you gonna feel good that they're talking or sleeping with somebody else?
I think a talking
But
stage.
you two are dating.
Listen, I think a talking stage
No wait,
is.
don't gaslight us right now.
I'm gonna.
No, go for it. Go. She's throwing gasoline
No,
right
I'm
now.
saying I think a talking stage is as long as you want it to be. Because respectfully, some people are okay with a week, 2 weeks. Some people are okay with 6, 7 months. Everyone's in different phases of their life. But until it is actually official, I will not hold anything against anybody until it's like, I know I'm with you
Yeah.
and we've talked about it. And from this point forward, now we're something. But anything else, respectfully, it's none of my
So
business.
until they ask you to be their girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah, that's when
You're
it's real.
okay.
That's when it's official.
Yes,
that's
even if
that's
it's
when your feelings should get hurt. At
And
that
that's
point.
when they owe you something because you two both already committed to like an agreement, and from then on, then it counts. But before
If you
that,
didn't talk to anybody, if you didn't talk
respectfully,
to
it doesn't-
anybody while we were talking, that's on you.
exactly,
That's on you.
Do
But
I,
that's why.
do I
But
love it?
your relationship is already starting off with, oh, you're talking to
Pero
other
es-
people, entertaining other people. How can I ask you to be my person when I know at the back of my head that we had this whole romantic ass weekend together, not yet official. We're still dating. And knowing that the following weekend you're out with somebody else, you're not my girl.
But if you don't
Somebody
like that,
else's.
then make her your girl. Then
But
make
it's
it
just like
official.
how you said, you're trying to get to know that. I know that you're for everybody else as well.
Not necessarily.
no.
You could
Yeah,
be
because
just
you're
for one
talking
other
So you
to
mean
person.
you
other
mean to
people.
say you get a boyfriend or girlfriend within 2 weeks or 3 weeks to make it official so you don't talk to anybody?
Yeah, I feel like that's meaningless.
That's meaningless. That
You
means you
get a
just
girlfriend in a week.
oh, that's my girl, that's my boy.
Girl, boyfriend?
But
No.
yeah,
You don't
It
have to
doesn't
say
have to
that.
be
You
a-
could just say, hey.
Have the conversation.
Exactly. Be open straight up. Are we talking to anybody else? Yes, no.
Making
Great.
it official isn't an automatically I'm not going to talk to anybody else, but as long as you've had either that communication of it's just you and I, we're exclusive, whether
Yeah,
you're
that's
dating or whether you're
dating.
not.
that's dating.
No, because dating for me is talking to somebody but not being like officially exclusive with the other person.
We're at least posting our shoes. We're at least
No.
posting the hands.
Okay, I understand the first date. But obviously, you don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that person. I get that. But after that, I feel like it's just dating. You don't have to say, hey, it's exclusive. Exclusive is being boyfriend and girlfriend.
Some people don't see that.
Yeah, like I see dating as okay, first date, cool. Second date, okay, still we're still getting to know our day-to-day life. We're trying to get to know each other even more. Third, fourth, I already know I like you. Obviously, I'm spending time with you, spending my weekends with you, talking to you every day. Hey, I just want to let you know that I'm not talking to anybody else. I hope you're not talking to anybody else. And if you do, please tell me so I don't focus just on you.
I'm never going to tell you.
See, but then you already had that conversation at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
pretty
important to have a
transparent.
conversation.
Exactly. 1000% it is. But
I think it goes back to the conversation we had the previous month when it's like, if you're just there to have fun, then cool, go out, have fun, but that's not your person. And
But you know right off the bat by having the conversation.
yeah.
I think
You guys just want to fight?
no,
I mean,
it's
hey.
just being dead ass because like
I
for
could
me,
lie.
Dead ass.
I could lie.
Count the syllables.
Yeah, be exclusive.
Syllables.
It's automatically exclusive. No, it's not.
no, it's not.
It's not.
And if for whatever reason you're like, I'm really into this person, just have that conversation of we're like, I hope you're not seeing anybody. I'm going to tell you how I feel. And then moving forward, like you can figure out wherever you want to go.
Okay,
with that
how
relationship.
long into the dating when that conversation popped? As a guy.
Third, fourth date, maybe fifth. I don't know, but
So
within
So
a
the fourth
month,
date,
within a month and a half, I know more or less
Where that person
where
stands.
where that
you're
person
asking them
stands.
to be there in a relationship.
Or you're
I'm
just
gonna
telling
ask
them
straight up,
we're going to
hey,
be.
Are we only talking to each other?
It could be a simple conversation.
Within a month and a
man.
half, I want to know because I'm also not going to invest 6-7 months into a relationship. That's not going to happen.
the man.
But I feel like a month and a half, like hey, I like this person enough. Hey, let's have that conversation.
Yeah,
Are we
and
only
it's-
talking to each other? Yes, no, great.
What
I
if
only
they
want to
say
talk
no?
to you.
What if they say no? Like I'm talking to someone else.
Well, at that point, it's like I don't waste time either.
But
Clearly,
your feelings are hurt because you thought too, right?
well, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that my feelings aren't hurt.
But that's not.
But
But
it's-
that's not holding. Like you can't. Like feelings are separate from what it actually is.
Yeah.
What?
Like, would it suck? Yeah, it would suck. Like, I'm taking it more serious than her.
But that,
yeah, it sucks.
that's why. That's the whole
But
point.
you
Well, that's
know
what we're
what?
saying. Like,
You know what?
It doesn't need to be boyfriend and girlfriend in order for your feelings to get hurt. When, how you said, second or third date within the month to 2 months, you already fucking with this person. You already like this person. It's obvious, and you tell them, hey, like, are we talking to other people? Is it just me and you? Because I do see, like, I want to keep dating you and getting to know you more on a more personal level to make something of us. But if you tell me, hey, you know what, like, this has been great, but I'm not looking to settle down just yet or be just like in a relationship, then it's like, all right, cool. Chocala? We're game.
And it's like,
And you move on to the next subject.
and it's like
And
I
then you
feel
move
like
on to
you'll
the
know
next.
too if you're going out with them consistently and consecutively, you'll know like it's just you two.
Yeah.
But if you don't, it's like you're gonna know like like I'm just fucking around with this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I guess like this was the perfect example of the misconception of dating somebody and just going out with somebody. Like everybody has different meanings of dating. Everybody has different like points of views of boyfriend and girlfriend. It's like me personally, I can't make a girlfriend until a couple months in or more. Because again, I'm trying to get to know you. Because I don't want to throw the girlfriend title out there, and then for what? For 4 months later, 3 months later, like not working out. Like at that point, I already got to know you. Like I should know if we're making this official. We're getting to the wedding dress already. We're making our reservations at the hall.
He said some
I mean,
small.
within a week, no. I mean, you know, when you know,
week
you
and
know.
a half.
Hey, when you know, you know.
See, that's just excessive at that point. That's
Hey, she
crazy.
shows up with like energy drinks and like some chicken tenders or some noodles.
Dang.
Some noodles.
Hey,
Some
lobster
chopping
noodles. Lobster noodles.
Okay.
Wow, no parmesan though. No parmesan.
Oh my god.
Gotta.
All I'm saying is that I personally would not hold anything against somebody if I'm in the talking stage. Going back to the original question, I wouldn't.
Agree.
I wouldn't.
Okay,
That's just me.
Agree.
Eso soy yo.
let's spice this up,
One die on the hill.
my boys.
One die on my hill.
No, es
And I'm a JACKJACK. You can't get mad.
chocolates.
They're off the pod. All right,
Okay, we'll start a new one.
let's check this out. Check this out. Be honest, boys. Be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, men.
This is a girl speaking. The girl said, "I cheated on my boyfriend with a girl. Is that considered cheating?"
Yeah, cheating's cheating with regardless of
Cheating's
what
cheating.
gender you cheat
That's
with.
cool, but that's
I mean, see the fact that you owned up to it, respects for that.
So now
but you know what?
Now I'm gonna worry
You a
about
cheater.
other women.
You a cheater. It's like, what you want me to do? Like, cheat
Come
with a
on,
man
bro.
and be like, hey, I didn't cheat on you either?
Hey, what if
Nah.
you guys are out at the bar and all of a sudden you seen your girl turn around and kiss another girl? What do? Are you mad or are you just like go along with it?
Does she ask me to join? Because if she asked me to join, I might be down to join, you know? And at that point, we're not cheating because we're doing it together.
Holding hands, doing it together.
Holding hands. The
Together
more the merrier,
forever.
guys. Together forever.
That's crazy.
Best friends. I mean, You said to be honest, right?
I think out of this podcast, everybody's gonna know Pepe loves to have fun. Pepe's for a good time, for the plot.
Never for a fun time. Anything for the plot. Anything for the plot.
Bro hates
Ooh.
love.
Am I the evil person because I stopped caring?
No.
You became the villain in their story because they made you that way.
Remember, every story needs a villain.
Every story needs an ending.
Remember, at the end of the day, the day ends.
That's
At the end of
crazy.
the
No,
day.
my mind immediately went to like, well, what did they do to make you stop caring? Honestly, because of what? I don't know. I don't know if it was male or female.
Yeah.
But like as a woman, women emotionally check out way before they end a relationship. So women, when they start emotionally checking out like months before they actually break up, it's because they're already losing interest. Something's already rocky that like if a woman really likes a man, she's not just gonna like leave him. There has to be reasons for you to stop caring. So
when a woman's emotionally checked out, man, she a different
she
monster.
gone. And the thing is, I would say that maybe 95% of the time, women emotionally check out months before they actually say something.
And then men check in when they see the girl not emotionally attached anymore, and they're like, "Babe, don't leave me."
No, because then they're surprised.
No, but I can fix it, babe. I'll change.
No. And
change.
the thing is, like, by then, like, let's say a woman is checking out already, and then 3 months later, she breaks up with her man. During those 3 months, she was giving him opportunity after opportunity to fix it without her having to say anything. But he didn't, he wasn't,
someone else.
You didn't pick up on the
he
clue.
wasn't picking up on the cues.
Or
Realistically, she was someone else.
Not always. Not always.
No,
Not everyone's a cheater.
Not everybody's
no,
a
no.
cheater.
Everyone's a
Okay,
cheater.
not physically.
Not all relationships.
No, not
end
physically
because of cheating.
Okay, but not physically cheating.
Emotionally
Cheating. A girl will start paying attention to a guy if that guy that she started talking to, whether it's at work or someone she's been seeing around, like whether at the gym, whatever the case is, but that gives her the attention or the small details that her own man
All right, so now
isn't
whose
doing
fault is it at that point? Is it like the girls or is it
The girls.
guys?
The girls.
Or is it the guys?
Because the guy can be shitty, he could do whatever he wants, but you're the one who opened that door. Yeah, we may have fucked it up. We may have like
I think both are
unlocked the door,
equally.
but
both
you
are
let the
equally
door
at
open for
fault.
them to walk in.
For the other guy
Your
to walk
fault
in.
for leaving it open.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
made the choice for him.
But you
to get
opened the door.
Okay.
You opened the door.
But what if she's asked him to change time after time after time after time and it doesn't happen? Like he's just
Then
not
she
picking
should
up.
she should leave before she opens
I
somebody
agree.
else's door.
I
Yeah,
agree.
exactly. Yeah.
I agree.
Like there's no right or there's no somebody's right, someone's wrong in this. They're both wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If one is fucking up and the other person stays, decides to entertain somebody else because they're making them happy, then you both fucked it up. You for making her go that way, and you for making that action. Now, if you're both unhappy, then instead of finding somebody else's attention or seeking somebody else's attention, just déjense.
It's like you can't blame the other person to be like, hey, you made him do this. Like, no, I didn't.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't point a gun at you like, hey, like, you gotta do. No, like, no one's forcing you to do anything. It was your choice.
Like emotionally, maybe I led you that way to not really pay it, like consider my emotions or our relationship. But again, like you made the action. Now it's a double-edged sword. No matter what way you go about it, you're still gonna get fucking cut. It's still gonna hurt. One, because somebody quote unquote cheated, because you can cheat not just physically but also emotionally. But the other one is because, hey, like you did all this, I thought you didn't care no more, and here we are. So it's I saw how you reacted to that.
No,
Wait,
just
what do you
because-
mean?
No,
What do you mean?
because I'm saying, yes, I agree with everything that you're saying, that, you know, if you're unhappy in a relationship, you should just leave. But I think a lot of times, and for a lot of women, it's a lot easier said than done, especially if you've been in a very long-term relationship, or even if it's a very serious relationship that you're thinking of marriage, maybe you're older, you have kids, etc., whatever. It's a lot easier said than done, because sometimes the men don't make it easy for the women to leave.
I feel like sometimes
they're gaslighting, they're narcissists, and they flip it back on them, and the women feel like they're walking on
I can
eggshells.
admit it. I can admit that.
Yes.
No, we can
telling
make it
you.
easy, but at the end of the day,
We don't want to make it easy though. That's the fucked
you
up
made
part.
the choice. You made that action.
I just
You
think
just can't blame the other person. Like, oh, you forced me to do this.
No, but I think there might be like a gray area where it's a lot easier said than done. Where you're kind of like, do I want to leave? Do I not want to leave? Am I doing the right decision? Am I not? And shit might get messy. It might get messy, but it's not always like point fingers, because you don't know what that other person has experienced with the other person that is causing them to like push back the breakup, if that makes any sense at all. But
yeah, it's
because some guys are assholes.
And some girls are
some
girls would. You know what?
It could be both ways.
Toxicity goes both ways.
Back to the beginning of the quote about being the villain. Like, maybe right now, maybe you've always been nice, you've always been giving, but maybe something I did to you turned you into this revengeful person that I don't give a fuck. If I hurt you, if I just like, I don't care no more, because if you kept walking all over me being this nice, now you care what I'm doing because now I'm not allowing myself. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if the person says they don't care, they'll start caring when you start changing, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that's when, like, when the breakup, like when the girl's leaving, pues vete, me vale verga, no me importa. But then the girl starts glowing up, taking care of herself, going to the gym, hanging out with her friends. Maybe she changed her hair color. Maybe she cut her hair.
Ooh, it's over then.
And then like,
it's over then.
Damn. And then when the guy starts realizing when he's still not going anywhere or being home alone or whatever the case is, he's just like, damn, I may have had a good girl. She may have popped my tires or something, but
it's too little, too late.
It was only one.
Too late.
Hey, maybe she called the cops on me, but it's cool, I still love her.
Maybe she deported.
She took me to Six Flags.
Imagine.
If you know, you know. She took me to Six Flags. Never saw that.
No.
Yeah. There was a girl that got so mad at her man. He did something. I forgot.
He cheated too, no?
He probably cheated. She's like, let's go to Six Flags. This girl took him to the border.
Oh, yes.
Because he bro fell asleep.
Don't fall asleep.
Hey, don't
be passenger princess.
Don't ever let your girl drive.
That's what you get for passenger princess.
All right, we'll be right back. A word from the sponsor.
This episode was brought to you by ShopSegura.com, a Western fashion boutique where you can find all your latest and greatest cowgirl needs, from modern to chic to classic timeless looks. Be sure to check out ShopSegura.com and use code ATTL at checkout. Now let's get back into it. Los entregamos. We'll give them to you nice and clean, haircuts, freshly washed, and you just bring them back to us the next
Someone
day.
said my firstborn.
Oh, shit.
It's going to be our firstborn. It's going to be our firstborn.
20,000 likes.
Somebody else already sacrificed my firstborn, so that kind
That's
of
crazy. I'm the first
Next.
one in the book. That was really intense.
Sometimes you just gotta have fun.
Sometimes
fun
like
of the situation.
The sun is out and then boom, just a storm just comes.
not all
Sun's out,
serious.
buns out.
I ain't got no buns to be out, Jack, but you do.
Hey, whoa.
Hey,
Hey,
I don't
whoa,
work out for
whoa.
nothing. That's all last
All
time.
right, we
Okay.
back, baby.
All right.
We back.
We're back.
We doing better.
Really?
That's
Fíjense que it's a funny thing talking about relationships and dating.
Is it really funny though?
It's a funny thing when you're in the healing stage.
I don't see the funny part in it.
When you're in the healing stage.
Where's the humor?
Where's the humor?
When you're in the
Humor.
healing stage. Maybe you're not at the healing stage yet, my boy.
Oh wow.
Once you're at the healing stage, you can laugh about it.
Yeah.
You can laugh about it and brush it off y no pasa nada.
You can make fun of yourself.
But if you're not in the healing
Like,
stage,
fuck, I went through that shit. God damn.
God damn.
are you in the healing stage, baby?
I'm healed.
What stage are you in?
I'm in the healed
You
stage.
can't even lie to yourself.
I'm healed. I'm healed.
I guess.
I'm chilling.
I guess. If you
guess.
say, I know you don't care.
I don't care.
Everybody knows you don't care.
Wow. Is that so?
100%.
Elaborate.
100.
Please elaborate.
100%.
Do I gotta say
Elaborate.
more?
No, I think everybody already knows that it's not that you don't care, but if they show you that they don't care, you're fast enough to react in the, well, I don't care either.
If they don't care, I care less.
Yeah, like you're not gonna waste your energy. You're not gonna waste your energy or waste your time on somebody that isn't even putting you at value. Well, like again, this is relationships, friendships, anybody. Now, this is a perfect transition because someone did tell us yesterday on our TikTok live let's talk about the family drama. Ooh. What if your family is the one putting you down and making you out to be the bad person, the black sheep of the family? How do you react to that when your one needs their family support and would love the family support, but when you don't have it, you're missing a big part of your life? How do you maneuver?
I think I've come to terms that, like, sometimes even though they're your family, even though they're your blood, they don't always have the best interest for you. And it's sad to say, because I don't know why society always paints that, like, family first and family is going to always have your back, when that's absolutely not the case. So I think growing older now, it's just, if a family member, if somebody who is my own blood makes me feel shitty and is putting me down and is really, like, has no valid reason to hate on me, it's cut. Like, I don't, just because we're blood, just because we share maybe the same last name or whatever it is, like, you're respectfully no different than a friend who I would cut off if they were doing the same thing to me. Because at this point, blood really doesn't mean anything. And I think we build it up to be more than it should be. And it's unfortunate to say, because obviously you want to have you want your family to have your back and you want them to have you the best interest. But the reality is, a lot of times they don't. Sometimes they're your biggest haters.
Yeah. And then, like, I understand, like, coming from the parents aspect, porque como dicen los papás, oh, es tu prima, oh, es tu tío, tu tía, oh, no, saluda a todos. And it's like, no. Why am I going to say hi to somebody that, one, maybe doesn't respect my family, or they don't, or I've heard them, or I've heard that they also talk shit about me? Mm-hmm. Why am I going to, oh, sí, ¿cómo estás? Like, no. If I got to cut you off, I'm going to cut you off. I don't feel bad about it because, again, why am I going to try to make everybody happy when at the end of the day, like, you guys don't even care if I'm happy?
Mm-hmm. It's like, it goes both ways. Like say, like, oh, you got to call them and say hi. Well, they didn't say hi to me either. Like, they don't care that they lose me either. So it's like, why am I going to worry about them? Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I haven't talked to some family members for like years just because of they don't like my mom. So it's like, why am I gonna call them on their birthday, on holidays or whatever? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't need to go do that.
Yeah, especially if they have problems with your parents. Like, bro, there's no reason for me to say hi to you. Like, if you came and say hi to my parents, you really think you're gonna come say hi to me, or I'm gonna be the bigger person saying no. I'm probably gonna be the one spitting in your face too.
I don't know about all spitting, but I'll show you the same respect you show me and my family. That's about it.
Yeah, because I will say, like, with my parents, like, I don't know what it is, but I'm like, if you piss off one of my parents, like, you're immediately on my bad side. Like, I'm not fucking with you.
I think it's in every kid's right to protect their parents. Mm-hmm. But even, like, in my eyes, like, if one of my dad's brothers or anybody disrespects them, like, immediately you're nothing.
1,000%.
Like, you overstep, and just because your brothers are family to them doesn't mean to me you're anything. Like, I could cut you off like I never met you. And I think that's just a great power that we also have, where it's like, dude, if you're not adding value to me, if you're not respecting me or the people that I love and hold dearly, then me and you were nothing. We talked about it before. If somebody has a problem with my best friends, then shit, that problem's with me too. I'm not going to go and say hi to them when knowing they got a problem with them, when it's like, nah, if they say fuck you, then it's fuck you. Mm-hmm. It is like, it is what it is. Yeah. But, like, I get it, like, parents no quieren pasar vergüenza. Like, oh, like, no, that's embarrassing. Or, hey, no, like, don't be like that. It's like, no. Like, you may, like, okay. Like, I feel like some parents, they're afraid of what other people might say about them. Mm-hmm. But us, the newer generation, like, the ones that are very outspoken, we're like, no, like, we don't care. Like, they can say whatever they want, but one thing they're not going to do is disrespect you.
That's right. We can talk all the shit we want about our family members, but when somebody else does it, it's like game over.
Yeah.
It's like, nah. It's like, I'm gonna go for the jugular. I don't fuck around.
I think
I'm like, I'm not gonna, like, tiptoe, like,
no.
Oh, you want to talk about my mom? Hold on, let's talk about you.
Let me talk about, your mom, your kids. What's up?
It's I think when you have a deep connection with somebody, whether it's your parents, brother, sister, cousins, like when you have a deep connection with somebody, they get disrespected, it's automatically for you to just have that instinct of, I gotta protect them.
Yeah.
Some way, somehow, I gotta protect them, and I'm gonna be there. So I think to kind of tie it back in, so there's problems with family members and I feel like it happens with everybody when everybody's growing up. They grew up obviously in different households, different lifestyles. But when you reach a point of your life when you find your purpose, you find your goals, sometimes you just outgrow each other and you have nothing to talk about. Mm-hmm. Like, I find a very pleasing conversation when we could talk about, things that we like in similar terms, or motivation, mental health, like planning bigger things instead of like, hey, remember when we used to fucking get drunk back then? Or, hey, we should go out this weekend and we should get fucking hammered. Like, it's not that anymore. Like, I want to talk about, hey, like, how's everything going? What's coming? How you been? Like, real shit instead of like, let's stay in the past of what we used to do 20 years ago. And like,
I think that's part of growing up, though. No, outgrowing certain relationships and friendships. It's just natural. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, bro, now my conversation goes like, damn, like you're getting married. Damn, you're having kids. Damn, you got a house. That's crazy.
And with Jack and I, it's like, hey, what are we doing this weekend? We're not the friends getting married. Just saying it out, just throwing it out there.
Just invite me. Just invite me to the wedding.
yeah,
I'll have a really good time at the wedding.
The plus ones.
yeah. But I think for all those like black sheep of the family, like, it's okay to be different. It's okay to break your generational cycle or the linear cycle that your parents had out for you. Like, you may have disappointed them along the way. You may have done every bad decision, but you are now in your right path. Like, it's okay for you to take that chance because maybe in your household, nobody was willing to take that risk to have a better life, to have a more, like, creating opportunities for generational wealth. Like, you may be that one that has missed parties, weddings, gatherings, holidays, whatever the case is, because you've been out working on yourself and your vision. But like, it's okay. Like, it's okay to be the black sheep, because if you're not willing to take the risk, who else is? Yeah. And I think there's only one in every family or in every couple generations that it's able to, like, you know what, it's gonna be me. Like, I'm not with living here in this area anymore. Like, I want to be. I think I find it very amusing where it's like, yeah, it's cool. Let's go get a car, and they train us to be like, get something reasonable that you can afford, that is gonna last you 20 years, 10 years.
Something safe.
It's like, but the Honda's cool, but what if I want the Benz now? Or I want the Lambo? Or what if instead of wanting, like, again, plain and not safe, and it's like, hey, we can reach the $1 million, but we can work by ourselves instead of checking in, clocking out, asking for holidays off, asking for, like, I think that's a good thing now. Like, we're at a point where it's like, mom, dad, like, hey, we don't need to clock in no more. Like, I could wake up at 10 a.m. and I still go get to work. It's all good. It's all good now.
It's such different times now from when our parents were working, and by our age they probably had like more than 2 kids already. So
sparked the question, but you as a woman in your family, do you feel at any point you felt like that you were a disappointment to your family because you're not married, you don't have kids, you don't have like the household family environment as everybody at one point set out for you to be?
I think at one point I did feel that because I am the oldest of everybody in my family. I'm the oldest girl, and everyone thought growing up that I was going to be the one to get married, have kids, and have a house, first of all, and that definitely didn't happen. But I think I stopped feeling that pressure when I was just like, honestly, at the end of the day, it's my life. And if I get married or if I don't, it doesn't affect anybody else but me. So I'm not going to settle for anything less just to get married para complacer a la gente alrededor de mí and not do it because I want to. And it just took me a while to like really engrave that in myself, because people were like, no, ya se te va a ir el tren. Ya se te va a ir el tren. Ya no te vas a casar. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay. You know how Mexican families are? They're always like, oh, by the time you're 25, like, you're ancient, And
okay, Jack, hay muchos trenes, güey.
sí,
Sí.
se va uno y llega otro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did feel that, and I honestly was just like, at some point, I was just like, I really don't care, because at the end of the day, it's my life. Like, it's my life, and whatever I do is going to affect me in the long run. So I'm not expecting anybody to carry me out or carry me on their backs. And I think people got over it and, just went with it, because, I mean, I wasn't going to settle just to be married by 25.
Yeah, because, I mean, I think our generation has, like, one of the highest divorce rates, too?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Like, everybody that got married, early on, power to you if you're still married, like, salutes to you.
There's some people who do.
And then there's some that, unfortunately are divorced, but it's like our generation, our time, it's like, it's not like our parents anymore. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you're the oldest, you got to know that you're the guinea pig. You're the one that's going to, your parents are first-time parents with you, so they might fuck up with you. You may fuck it up along the way. And if you have siblings along the way, then all the load of the siblings may land on you. Meaning, yeah, go to school, but hey, make sure you take care of your little brother, your little sister. Mm-hmm. Make sure you get yourself ready, but go get them ready too. So, like, you have so much pressure as a firstborn that maybe at some point you had so much pressure you didn't have enough, like, reinforcement of your own self. Like, hey, mija, mijo, like, I'm proud of you. Thank you for all you do. It's like, no, like, this is what you're supposed to do.
It's expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't care about your dreams. You got to care about everybody else's first. Mm-hmm. It's your responsibility as the oldest. So, I don't have the pressure as the oldest because I'm the middle child. But I think even as the middle child, like, I fuck shit up because I needed to do it my way, and if I didn't do it, then I don't think somebody else would. Like, my older sister and my younger sister, like, like, I'd rather it be me than them go through what I go through.
Yeah, I think as the oldest, like, you really are the guinea pig with your parents, with everybody. And I mean, I feel like I'm kind of a little bit of a black sheep in my family. I'm kind of one who ventured out and did some not too traditional stuff. But, like, in my experience, I was like, pues yo puedo. Like, you're paving the path for your younger siblings. And
estás estresado. Yo pasé por peor.
No, oh, dude.
And if you fail, you'd be like, don't do what I did.
Just don't do that. Just don't do that. But I think everybody.
Like, I know you talked about setting this like paving out the way for your little brother too. So it's like,
yeah, like now I can help him fill out college applications where back then I didn't. No one in my family had ever went to college. I had to figure it out. I had to, like, ask my friends, like, hey, how do you do this? Yeah. Like, obviously, I figured it out. But, yeah, now, like, something as simple as that. Like, hey, I can help you with homework. I can help you with applications. Like, what does this mean? What you should do, what you should not do. Things like that. Yeah. So that's cool.
Maybe you can agree, disagree, chime in at whatever point at this. But it's a very big topic. And just because I heard it earlier today and I think in our chat yesterday on TikTok, but it was like, as a firstborn, sometimes you have a lot of resentment towards your parents because of the way you grew up. Maybe they never told you I love you or I'm proud of you. Maybe they didn't give you the reinforcement when you were growing up. Maybe when you had a tough day or a bad day or were in a bad mental state, you couldn't lean on them because, tú no tienes nada, trabaja, o ponte a hacer algo. You never had that reinforcement to lean on them when things weren't going right for yourself, because you needed to still show up for everybody and yourself. But as you get older, if you don't break that trauma, your parents will never fix it. Mm-hmm. Maybe in their eyes, they know they fucked up, but they probably won't admit it.
They'll never admit it.
They will never admit it. So, like, I was just telling the homie earlier, and I was just like, he's like, oh, dude, like, sometimes it's hard for me to even say I love you to my dad because we're with each other all the time, but we've never said it. He's never told me. And I was like, hey, like, if you don't do it, he's never going to do it. Maybe he was never told I love you. Maybe he never had that reinforcement. Your mom, your dad. But us, that we're knowledgeable, why not us break it? Again, just because I'm a dad and I have my kids, like that quote that goes like, if the fights that you decide not to fight, your kids are gonna fight. So imagine like if you're not able to tell your dad I love you, and you've been around years already. Imagine when your kids grow up. What if they're not able to tell you I love you? Like, did you fulfill the parenting
role?
Like the role? Like, did you do a great job with your kids, or did you just pass on the same thing that happened to you to your kids, and now your kids can't even come to you to feel safe because they're afraid of what you're gonna tell them? You know what I mean?
I feel like parents know, like, and I feel like they want you to be better than them. Like that's your parents are the only person who are ever going to genuinely want you to be better than them and fix what they couldn't fix. So I feel like they look at you and be like, hey, like you need to be what I couldn't be for you for your kids. And I feel like that's how you repay them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I think they're such great grandparents to kids because they have their second chance of
It's a way
being
of making
parents.
it up to you.
Yeah.
It's like
maybe
we're shitty parents to you, but they're being the best to your kids.
Yeah, like maybe to you, I don't have time to make it up anymore or fix it because one, you grew up already. Two, I made you into who you are, which is sometimes we are a little rough around the edges.
Super.
But but just because I can't fix it with you, I have a new opportunity with the little ones because they're not at fault at anything. So it's like they soften up in a way. But it's like sometimes, I mean, I'm sure you went through it too. It's like, damn, you were never like that with me. Like you didn't.
Yeah.
You never gave me.
I see it.
Like I fell down and I started crying, and you told me get up, don't cry. Now they fall down and you tell them,
Oh, they
Ay,
run.
pobrecito.
They run to them. Oh my God, are you okay?
know.
or
Are
you
okay?
you used to hit me with the belt, and with them, if we raise our voice, you tell them no les grites.
That's
And I'm like, no les
All of a
grites.
sudden, all of a sudden.
So I'm like, no les grites. What happened? So I'm just like, but it like I get it to an extent, but it's like again, like I'll repeat it again and again. It's like even if your parents don't accept it or don't want to hear it, like forgive them for you so you live a better life. Because it's like walking with weights on your feet. It's heavy. Having with all this shit on your shoulders and you're gonna get tired. The moment you finally let it go, it's like taking these weights off and now you're on clouds. You're like, damn. So this is what it feels like to let go of all this hatred, resentment, like, you know, because at the end of the day, you're never going back to fix this shit.
No,
So now how do you let it go? Because I mean, you say that often, like just let it go, just let it go. How do you let it go? Like, what would be I guess a good way to let shit go?
I forgive the shit that happened with me and my parents when we were growing up because I don't want to have that idea of my parents anymore. I don't want to have that resentment to them of the way my dad was. Like, again, I had a lot of resentment to my dad because he wasn't around when I was all in sports. My mom was. I remember taking taxis, buses, getting rides by my friends to be there. And my dad was working, or, you know, he would go work and then he would be chilling. And in my mind, I'm like, dude, you never went to see me. Like, you were never there. But now being a parent, it's like, all right, you weren't there, but I got to forgive you for not being there because I need to be the best parent to my kid.
But did you ever, I guess, kind of have to forgive him for anything? Because, I mean, it's not like he chose to miss those things. He missed it for a reason.
No,
So
he's
now
just...
did you just realizing that, hey, shit, parents do miss things, not because they want to, but because they have to.
I feel like my dad wasn't taught how to be a dad. Like, I actually... You know what changed for me? I got to have a conversation with my dad. And I got to learn that his dad never raised him because his dad hated him. He was raised by his uncle. So my dad would go every year to Mexico until his uncle passed away. And again, I never met my grandpa, but when he passed, my dad didn't shed a tear. But when his uncle passed and his mentor passed, I never seen my dad cry until then. I learned that the way my dad grew up is my grandfather hitting them, hitting my grandma, hitting his brothers and siblings, till my dad said, I got to go to college and I got to come to the States and I got to take care of, I think there are like 8 brothers and sisters, and my dad's in the United States now helping us out. I had to figure all this shit out because I had a conversation with, like, why aren't you present? Why aren't you so loving to us? Why aren't you, like, I haven't really heard I am proud. I haven't heard the, hey, mijo, like, estás bien, let me grab you, let me hold you. I never heard that. Because
I feel like you'll never, at least, I feel like you'll never hear it from your dad. you gotta ask for it.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but
Yeah.
like
Like,
that's how it is.
I can, honestly, I could bet you anything. Your dad, our parents, probably never heard, hey, I'm proud of you. Hey, thank you for everything. I love you. Dad, I don't know if anybody told you, but thank you for everything you did for me and everything I have. Your dad's gonna, like, what? Even if,
¿Qué estás hablando?
yeah, like, even if there were shit parents to you, you are the way you are because of them. Like, if you ask me, we're not too bad in life. Like, the shit that we went through, that everybody has gone through on their own, this is why you're here, because you're everything that happened to you back then. Imagine all the small shit that happens now. Like, oh, you don't love me? I didn't even get love from my parents, and you think I give a fuck
You
about
think it'll hurt me?
And you think that's gonna hurt me? But it's just like, I think I've heard it before. It's like, hey, I'm sorry I was like this to you, but there's only one way I knew how to raise you, which was be tough on you, so the world doesn't eat you up. So imagine I babied you the whole time, and the way the world is back then compared to it is now. Oh, we would have been fucking eaten up. You know what I mean? Like, now we have opportunities to figure our fucking life out. But back then, it's like, we can make $5 fucking last the whole week, $10 last the whole week. Mm-hmm. But it's like, we have all the responsibilities then that now in life as adults, we're like, esta madre me pasa, güey, me pasa por los huevos. Like, imagínate everything we had to do. Like, now everywhere we drive, right? When we went to San Francisco, I drive. And you're like, oh, you're fucking crazy. Oh, I would never drive.
It's funny.
But, like, I appreciate all those times I went on the bus and taxis and hitch rides with my friends' parents because I had no other choice.
Bill's character.
Bro, Saturday mornings to go to games, me and my mom at the bus stop.
It prepared you for Atlanta. That subway trip, huh?
But what about you, Pepe? Because taking your situation, have you forgiven?
I don't think
your
I
parents?
forgave. Just as messed up as it sounds, I just don't care anymore. Like,
But
I think there's a difference in forgiving and just forgetting or trying to forget. Like, just being so indifferent. I think I'm so indifferent at this point that it's not about forgiving. It's just like, I really genuinely don't care anymore.
But
Like, and it sounds sad, and it's like a messed up thing to fucking, like, way to think. Like, I don't care if you love me. I don't care if you loved me. I mean, I know you didn't, but, like, honestly, I don't care no more. Like, I really genuinely don't care.
But do you think at this point of time, you still hold that hurt and the hatred somewhere in your mind, soul, that it keeps making you this way into your other relationships?
I think it's always gonna just suck. It's gonna hurt no matter what. You can say you forgot about it. You're never gonna forget about it. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't think I carry it over to other relationships. At least not like the parental shit that went on growing up. I think previous relationships, yes. I think those affect the way that I go into like other relationships.
I think just subconsciously, like obviously you're gonna build that wall or like that barricade of like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna let it affect me.
I think it's easier to build up a wall than to get hurt, right?
No, definitely.
Like,
but then all the subconscious things of what you're holding is going to come out, even when you don't notice it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I
can't deny it. Like, I can't deny it.
Like, you can't forgive, you can't forget, but you just got to find ways to work around it. And I feel like that's the healthy approach for it, because I'll agree with you. I don't forgive. I don't forget either. As much as I say I do, but
yeah, it's like, again, if I really had, I guess, cared too much about it, I'd be a piece of shit son. Like, if it like affected me that much, I wouldn't be the way that I am with them. My mom didn't do shit to me growing up. Like, she's been great, like, my whole life. My dad, on the other hand, yeah. But now it's like, if it was really affecting me to this date, oh, dude, I'd be the worst son possible.
Do you think your dad is a great grandpa to yours?
Oh, yeah, he's a great grandpa. Like, I can say that. I can say that 1,000%. He's like, I mean, the best grandpa I've ever seen. Like, those little kids are so spoiled. So, in a sense, it's like, they're not my kids, but I see it. Like, he's making it up, I guess, in a way to them. And I get it. It's like, I feel happy when he does that, you know? It's like, oh, shit.
But if I don't get it, they got it.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'm not used to it. I was never used to it, right? So it's like, I don't care.
I think for everybody in a perfect world, everyone needs a role of a father and everyone needs a role of a mother in their life at some way, somehow. Yeah. And when you don't have a father figure, like porque yo también, I mean, I hear your guys' story and like, I think, because in my case, my dad didn't like choose to be a part of my life. Like it was his, like he decided, I don't want anything to do with him. Like, you know, so I hear you guys say that and I'm like, what I would have given to at least have like an inch, like a smidget of like having somebody in the same room or in the same house. So I think like me, I'm like, okay, I'm living my life with an absent father. I don't even know really what it's like to have that. Yeah. But I think, like you said, subconsciously, there is things that like we miss out on and we don't really realize it because had I had a father present, maybe I would have even been a better version of me. But
yeah, that can affect you in different ways, like relationships, moods, just how you are. What you do.
I think everybody's entitled to like some type of parental figure, but like when you don't have it, you're just like, oh, whatever, me vale madre. I'm gonna, you know, I can live my life. Yeah, but like at the root of it all, it's kind of like I think there's like some problems that might surface up later, but like
I think for me, just not having my dad like present and like what I thought in my high school, like I think in high school it's like some of your biggest moments, like accomplishments wise, and not having them there for most of it. Like now, I mean, you guys see it. Like if my little man has a game, I'm there. I'm not missing. Picking him up from school, being like doing all that. Like now, my dad picks up my little sister from school. Doesn't even let her walk, and I'm like, dude, we used to walk all the time. It's not even far. But
es que el peligroso.
It's all block.
Yeah. So now it's like, all right, my dad was this way, and he always taught us just take care of your family. But I'm gonna better the areas that he wasn't good at, which is be present, be very affectionate with my kids. I love you. Hey, are you okay? Hey, it's okay. Like I'm being a present dad instead of an absent father. That's gonna make the biggest difference in the world for my babies. Like it's como dices, like lo que hubiera dado. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where we at?
29 star.
Oh,
are we good?
Another word from our sponsor, Prime Strength.
Terminamos.
No, I think I think this is the wrap up, baby. I think we hit almost every topic that we needed.
What's the Lucas?
The pelucas.
Gusano.
I think we hit every topic that we needed. Obviously, as much as we want to get into every single topic, it's kind of hard to do it within an hour to hour and a half podcast. We don't want to make it too long. We don't want to make it too short. We kind of just want to right in the mids. So, but I think to wrap up the conversation, it's like everybody's going to have their own time in life to like apologize or forgive whoever hurt them. Whether it's parents, relationships, partners, ex-partners. It's just a matter of when do you want to let go of that weight and live a better life or a healthier life. I think, because I think you brought up a great point to a lot of women out there that maybe grew up without their father, and a lot of guys that either grew up without their father figure or maybe even a mother figure. Everybody has a situation. Everybody has it tough in their own way, shape, or form. My situation isn't worse than yours, vice versa. Maybe it sounds that I had a lesser tragic life, but again, like you didn't live my life, and I never lived yours. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like how she said, like you had your parents there, but doesn't mean it was a great household. You know what I mean?
Like, he was there, right? And I've said it before, but he wasn't really present. Yeah, he wasn't a dad. I mean, I have to give him his flowers. Like he always put a roof over our head. He always we always had food on our table, but it was just that emotional connection. It was just never present. And sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes that's what you crave because you don't have it. Mm-hmm. So again, got to give him his flowers because he did, I guess, what a parent is supposed to do, which is the basic necessities. Yeah. But unfortunately, it didn't work out as kind of like growing up. I wish it would have worked out,
Whether it be like emotional absence, physical absence, any type of absence, I think one doesn't go more noticed than the other. Yeah. Like every single one of those absences, no matter what it is with a parent, like affects a child in the same way. at the end of the day, like, because it's all about balance. So I don't think just because you didn't have a dad or because he was like, everybody has their issues and everybody's issue is valid.
Yeah, cada uno pasó por su momento, su vida. Puede ser la más culera, puede ser la más difícil, pero like al final del día, like
he said it how he said it.
Yeah, al final del día, like, ¿qué vas a hacer tú con tu situación? Ya cuando crezcas, cuando ya seas mayor, tengas tu familia, tu relación o haces tu vida, like, ¿qué culpa le vas a echar a tus papás cuando ya tienes más de 20 años, 30 años? Like,
sí, tampoco no se trata de quedarse así, de quedarte allí.
Ni modo que si estás valiendo verga en la vida, no puedes decir, oh, es por la culpa de mi mamá.
No, tampoco.
You can't blame that on your parents. And I feel like us growing up, we kind of see what our parents, I guess, didn't do for us. That if we keep doing it to our kids and shit, then we're just as fucked up as our parents were.
Yeah. ¿Quieres romper el
ciclo?
El
You
ciclo.
said it. It's all about being better to the next generation, right?
How does
you
it
can't
go?
Screw them up tampoco.
Break the cycle or the cycle will break you.
Yeah.
And if you keep going and going at the same thing over and over, pues nunca vas a avanzar.
Sí, como lo dijimos en inglés, ¿no? Para hacerlo también un poco en español,
Un poco.
It's like, si las peleas que tú no enfrentas, tus niños lo van a pelear. Y luego va a ser otro pedo ahí donde tienes un remordimiento en tu corazón y la verdad, cuando tienes ese odio en tu corazón, like, la vida te va a hacer el...
Como dijo Jack, si no rompes el ciclo seguirá. Ah, cabrón. Rómpelo.
Ay, cabrón.
Ah, cabrón. Sí.
Sí.
Rompe
1, 2, 3,
ciclo.
1, 2, 3.
All right, peeps. Well, we're coming
Qué bonita plática.
to an end. No,
Qué bonita plática, la
we can
verdad.
keep
Going on for
Mira,
hours,
Yo
that's the
sí.
crazy part.
Yo sí. A mí nunca
plática
me
entre
para.
compas es una chulada. Es una chulada.
Mira, andamos en confianza,
Estamos en
compadres.
confianza. Aquí escuchamos y juzgamos.
Sí.
Siempre
Siempre.
That's how you say in Spanish?
Escuchamos y juzgamos.
No mames.
Y
What were you
criticamos.
thinking? No. What were you thinking?
I'm telling you, just,
Like
I
fucking
mean,
around. I don't know.
Escuchamos
it's como
y juzgamos.
we started the podcast off, in Spanish too, like, chiquitita, ¿qué vas a hacer al rato? ¿Nos vamos a un paseo? ¿Qué?
Stay away.
Mira, ya va a empezar con...
Mira, no me digas así. Si me amas, me amas. Yo también te amo.
Ah, cabrón.
¿Qué le vas a decir, chiquita, que ahora sales por el pan?
A la hora que quieras.
A la hora que quieras, chiquita.
Nah, what is-
No como carbohidratos, pero ahorita sí
Pero
como
por
pan.
ti sí, mi amor. Por ti sí.
You guys remember?
Estoy a dieta, pero por ti la rompo.
You guys remember in Mexico, en
no
los
es mal.
pueblitos, at 5, 6 in the morning, el pan.
Acá con nosotros es el gas.
Echa el gas.
El gas.
¡Cállate a la
Yes.
verga!
Yes.
And they're like, ¡Sal, necesitamos!
Córrele.
Nah, qué bellos momentos.
Qué
Qué bellos
Qué bonito, qué
Qué
beautiful.
bonitos. Qué
Qué beautiful.
Qué beautiful.
Qué beautiful.
Pero,
Hey.
we have our quotes. We're all ready?
No.
On the live.
Fine.
Quotes.
Don't worry, we're going to keep everybody on live on TikTok because you need to take a shot. You need to take a shot. We're not forgetting this one.
A shot, 500 balazos. Armas automáticas. Pecheras portadas.
Alright,
El cuerno nos va a
back to the
pagar.
English channel.
Los actos cariles no
Semanas
maman civiles
también por igual.
Vestidos de negro,
Tananana, encapuchados.
muy bien entrenados.
Entrenados.
Bro, no
Pues
business singing
fueron
this in high school.
soldados.
No business singing this in high school.
No business singing it right now. No business singing it right now.
Look, next
¿Quién la
podcast.
canta? ¿Quién la canta?
Yo, que te valga más. ¿Qué dijiste?
Ellos.
Te dije, son mis terrenos.
Ay, los
Hey,
terrenos.
next
That's next week's episode.
Next podcast, we're talking about terrenos.
Nah.
And we got to bring up our favorite or the music we used to listen to back in high school or even our parents showed us.
Es más, bring the playlist ready.
Bring a
cabrón.
Spotify playlist.
Ah, cabrón.
Sí, güey. Así te lo digo.
Spotify?
Spotify. So we
What
can
if
share it
use
with
Apple
everybody.
Music? What if I use Apple Music?
We
Whatever
gotta
you
share it with
want.
everybody.
I can
Hey, you ain't a bum when you paying $10.99.
I
We got
pay for
money.
the Spotify Premium.
So
Oh,
use
wait.
the school
Spotify
account.
Premium.
Hell yeah.
What's the difference? No ads?
No ads.
Okay.
And I don't know about y'all, but we get the curated playlist. I get the DJ. No ads.
I need a DJ.
Apple Podcasts too. I mean, Apple Music too.
Ah, bueno.
You put one song and
como
it's a
tú
shuffle.
quieras,
Yeah.
como tú quieras.
Look, we'll do a Spotify one so we can put it all together in one, and then we can share it with everybody.
Yes.
They need that. They need the sad music. Of
Yes.
Me. They need the.
And then when you need the real music, just hit me up.
We all okay. We
Jose will
do.
put you on.
We do. I gotta
I
admit,
cannot.
we all have different tastes in
We
music,
do.
and we're all gonna put it into a playlist. You're gonna be like,
sure.
you guys need to figure out who's who.
Listen to that. Yeah.
Yeah, because when we put on country in the truck
Train wreck.
back from San Diego, you put on some country.
You put old school country.
Some
old
old
school
man
dolly,
country.
Some man country.
I listen
Coming
to it
back
all.
home to my wife.
All right. Before we keep going, we gotta
We gotta end
land
this.
the
We gotta
plane.
end this.
We gotta land the plane.
This is real. This is fun.
All right, Jose, you got a quote for us, baby?
Not a quote, but maybe more of a reminder. So, mental health reminders. 1, remember that it's okay not to be okay sometimes. 2, celebrate your progress no matter how small. 3, take breaks when you're feeling overwhelmed. 4, surround yourself with uplifting people. 5, be gentle with yourself during difficult times. And 6, focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't.
That was great. That was
Wow.
how do you follow up?
I don't. Mine says, hold up, let me end your life. Our life?
I was like, what?
Ours. Mine says, never let the... Hold up. I got nervous. Performance anxiety, guys. He was looking at me. He made eye contact. I was like, Jesus Christ. Never let the sadness of your past and the fear of your future ruin the happiness of your present. Se las iba a decir en español, pero ya lo hicieron con los deditos.
Ah, dilo otra
Tú
vez.
dilo,
No pasa
dilo,
nada. No
ándale.
pasa nada.
Nunca dejes que la tristeza de tu pasado y el miedo de tu futuro arruine la felicidad de tu presente.
Arre, machos.
Ahora sí.
Arre con la que barre. Eso es todo, mi...
Compadre, muchas gracias por eso.
Claro que sí. Claro.
Bien, unas palabras bien sabias, compadre.
No soy
Compadre.
yo. Yo no
Compadre.
fui yo.
Unas
No me
palabras bien
creo.
sabias. Usted tiene una lectura muy fina.
Ay.
Ay.
Gracias. Cabrón.
Mija.
No, ya lo vendimos, ya lo rifamos.
Mija.
Sí, sí.
Ya
¿Cuándo
lo
vamos?
Ya está vendido
¿A qué
mi
hora-
compa.
¿A qué horas vamos por el pan?
Ay, así
Ey,
diles.
no te lo
Así.
aguantes, yo te lo traigo.
Dile, y calientito. ¡Ay!
Yo traigo la leche, mija.
¿Quién los invitó a estos, oye?
Se pasan
¿Quién los
de
invitó?
leche.
Ey, la verdad, si tienen una quinceañera por ahí, un bautizo, invítenos.
Un divorcio, una primera comunión.
Lo que quieran celebrar.
Un...
Nosotros no discriminamos.
Mira,
Con
cobramos,
que haya
fiesta.
desmadre.
Cobramos bien barato por ir
Fiesta es fiesta.
a tomar con ustedes.
Mira, y puede ser que no les cobremos, pero lo que sí traemos son las vibras, ambiente.
No, fíjate esto. ¿Qué tal si dicen, mira, quiero que vengan todos, pero Jack, te voy a presentar a mis papás como mi novia?
Entonces si cobras, mija.
Rent a wife.
Ay, rent a
Hey,
wife.
rent a
¿A
husband.
cuánto la hora?
¿O qué? ¿Ofreces diferentes paquetes o qué?
Ey, pues si me van a presentar como novia, mira, no,
es el
mira,
silver
si a
package,
mí me
mínimo
presentan
es
como
silver
novia, yo voy a llegar bien vestida, bien arreglada, voy a ser respetuosa, voy a caerle bien a toda la
Y si
familia.
quieres que
es
te
el
sirvan-
paquete completo, mijo.
Eso te iba a
Si
decir, ¿le
quieres
vas
que-
a servir el plato?
Sí.
Eso es otro plan. Eso es otro
Sí,
plan.
es más, yo me meto ahí con las tías a tortear y se me inflan. Ay, no más.
Güey, that's
Ay,
a
no
gold
más.
package.
That's a gold
Y
package.
luego
Mira,
llego-
y al final de la noche, si quieres darle un beso, dale el dinero.
Ay.
2 besos.
No, soy una niña de respeto.
Y en la noche también se...
En la noche se plancha.
Se vuelve a
Mira,
planchar,
mira,
mija.
para contrataciones, mándenos un día y podemos hablar de
Ahí
cosas.
We're not opposed.
Hey, gotta make
As long
money.
as it's in the facility of like our driving range.
Hey,
Or if you got it,
no te preocupes,
Fly us out.
de que
Fly
nos
us out.
arreglamos, no hay pedo,
we're not
hay
opposed
peda.
to being flown out. It's okay.
All right, Jack, what's the...
Bueno, hablando de todo de nada, ¿verdad?
Vámonos.
Okay, going back to my serious mode. Choosing comfort over discomfort does not lead to a comfortable life. Okay? Get a little jiggy with it.
I like that.
Say it with your chest.
This is it. It says, everything in your life is a reflection of a choice you have made. If you want a different result, make a different choice. Can I say the second one?
Yeah, I felt like you weren't done.
Yeah, they correlate with each other, but it says, of course, everything is falling apart. Your new life will cost you your old one. Apply it to your life however you want.
So much power, so much movement.
It was a correlation between the two quotes.
Yeah, it was. I get it. I'm picking it up.
Sometimes it's like when you miss a shot, but you catch your own rebound. You got to reshoot it. And in our videos of basketball, we did that. We missed a lot of shots.
But at least we took them.
The shots I didn't make is because I didn't want to.
Talking about shots. We need to take shots.
We do. So we got to go porque se calienta. No, we didn't pay this month's light bill because we don't make money on the podcast. Social media is a liar. No one makes money off of this.
We do this for funsies.
Hey,
we just love y'all. And we love to talk. So
we do love to yap.
Direct
deposit. But stay tuned for the next one. Jack. Again, you guys put on comments. Who do you think Jack is dating?
By the chemistry of this episode, what do you think? What are you picking up? I don't know. Ustedes,
what are you picking up that we're putting down?
Son los buenos para adivinar. Para saber.
Ustedes recojan lo que quieran recoger. Nosotros ya nos vamos.
Nosotros ya nos vamos a recoger.
Adiós.
Saludos a mis exes allá. Chicken a su madre.
Me la